Last night's immigration raid took an emotional toll on families and the local church community in Salem. First News reporter Karen O'Brien learned how many Guatemalan families are picking up the pieces. She's in the newsroom.
That's right. It was a long night for many people in the Salem community, and the process far from over for many of these families. But one local Catholic church says they are standing behind them. As children played on the lawn of St. Paul Catholic Church this afternoon, adults tried to figure out how to move forward. Yesterday, ICE rounded up 140 Guatemalan workers at Freshmark. The church says 90 of them are still in detention. 45 were released this morning.
Of those 45, most of them are here legally, but they were taken last night or yesterday afternoon because they didn't have documents with them at the moment that proved that. So everyone was taken.
Sister Reen says the school district located children that were left without supervision. They spent the night at a local church connecting kids and adults with social services.
Many of those children came in crying. The adults who were there, one of them said, "My heart has just been pulled out."
One woman told me her two brothers were swept up in the raid. We aren't showing her face. She said in Spanish, quote, "They took them. I have no news about where they are. I don't know what's going to happen with them." I asked if the church is helping her. She says, quote, "Yes, they gave us connections to lawyers with a number to call to try and figure out what's going on, where they are." Sister Reen is asking the community to try to understand these people's circumstance before they judge.
If they were living in situations of extreme violence and poverty where you could not assure your family's safety, I think U.S. families, if the situation were reversed, would be willing to break laws also.
The union that represents several Freshmark employees says they're outraged. The president of the Retail, Wholesale, and Department Store Union, Stuart Applebaum, released a statement this morning that says in part, quote, "Our union will not stand for violence against immigrants. We will not stand for tearing families apart. And, quote, we stand with all immigrant workers who are trying to support their families and find better lives." In the newsroom tonight, Cameron O'Brien, WKBN 27 First News.